This is a very special guest we have because our next guest is best known as the Nanny, the star of one of the most successful TV sitcoms of all time. But right now, Fran Drescher is in the role of her lifetime and the fight of her life.
As the president of the Actors Union, she's on the front line of the Hollywood actors' strike that shut down the film and TV industry. Like an action-packed blockbuster, it's a Hollywood standoff for the ages. For more than 50 days, actors have been on strike, joining the writers who've been pens down for more than 100 days.
We are the victims here. We are being victimized by a very greedy entity.
Fran Drescher is the president of SAG-AFTRA, the Screen Actors Guild that represents 160,000 actors, performers and entertainment professionals. She's leading the fight against the major Hollywood studios for a better deal, including a minimum wage increase, a bigger slice of the profits from streaming, and assurance that artificial intelligence won't steal actors' jobs.
We are all going to be in jeopardy of being replaced by machines.
But negotiations have so far stalled and no deal has been struck. Studio executives like Disney CEO Bob Iger have been digging their heels in.
There's a level of expectation that they have that is just not realistic.
What this means, blockbuster productions like Gladiator 2, Deadpool 3 and Wicked have shut down. Release dates for highly anticipated movies like Dune 2 have been pushed back many months. TV shows like Stranger Things on pause. Instead, actors are picketing each day with no foreseeable end to the strike. SAG-AFTRA strong! SAG-AFTRA strong! And SAG-AFTRA President Fran Drescher joins us now. Good morning to you. We thank you for your time. This is a big fight and we know you are busy. This is really important to make clear, isn't it? This strike directly impacts everyone beyond just the entertainment industry. Explain to us how.
Well, because I think that the larger conversation is that big business is very ruthless about how they generally treat workers, and that the greed that is connected with it is at the expense of all things of true value, including not only other human beings, but life on this planet and the very planet itself. So when you really start talking about that and you compound it with the fact that being replaced by artificial intelligence may be, in the short run, better for shareholders or better for CEOs like the one you showed, in the long run, it's hurting humanity and society at large. And so the 20th century propaganda that the bottom line is the bottom line and it's dog eat dog and all of that, we really have to pivot away from. And a new paradigm has to be established so that workers can be honored for their contributions and paid fairly.
Well, the workers are the ones that are making the money, and clearly you're cutting off that lifeline. So hopefully that greed will turn around and something changes. The actors, though, they've been on strike now for more than 50 days. Why aren't the studios listening now?
I don't really know. I think that we would have started talking the same day we said we're going to have to strike. We should be in negotiations right now. I feel like they're very tactical people and they're not really looking to find a common ground, but rather to hopefully wait us out and crush us economically so that they can get the richest deal they think they can get if we become desperate. And that's not going to happen.
So paint us a picture. I think a lot of people around Australia would think, well, actors are pretty well paid, aren't they? We keep seeing headlines of, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars. What are you on about? What do you say to them?
Well, 86% of our members cannot make the $26,474 threshold to earn medical benefits.
Wow.
That's 86%. So the majority of my union are working people, people that often have to take second and sometimes third jobs just to be able to live at the craft that they were blessed with talent to do. So I think that that is definitely a misnomer. And at the very, very tippy top of the pyramid are people that do make a lot of money, but they're the engine that makes everybody else get the work. So I have no qualms about the very big names that are promotable, that bring in the audience, that allow movies and television shows to be made in the first place, and allow everybody up and down the ladder, not only in my union, but in the sister unions, to have work. I think that it's a strategic tactic on our opposition's part to try and divide us in that way. And I will not let that happen, because we are a community that is very much for each other. And that's why those people at the very top donated $15 million out of pocket to the foundation, which is separate from the union, but benefits the union members, so that if you find yourself in a place where you can't pay your rent, you go there. And there is now a nice pot of money to help us through this strike.
And the important thing here too, Fran, is that you're not just fighting for the people in the industry right now, you're fighting for the future too. Personally for you, as an actor, with The Nanny, the TV show of course, still streaming around the world, are you still getting a residual from that?
Everybody, even if you had one line in one episode, you are still making money. But that is not the model that's consuming the business and monopolizing it. It's streaming and projects that are made specifically for streaming. Yes, The Nanny can be seen on streaming platforms. Yes, it still is in syndication on cable, and it's seen in markets around the world. That was different. And that had a very long tail of revenue that continues to pay people up and down the ladder. What we're talking about with these projects that are being made for streaming platforms is they exist in a vacuum.
Right.
And they're put on just for as long as they want to keep them on the menu, and then they take them off and they're never seen from again. We don't know whether they're successful or not, because the algorithms that dictate whether or not they're earning subscribers is the name of the game.
Yeah, Fran, we know that you've got a fight on your hands. We know that it's already been a long process and could continue for a very long time. Affects everyone because production's shut down at the moment. So those favourite shows, those favourite movies, we're not going to see them for a long time coming. Good luck with the fight. We'll catch up with you soon. Thank you, Fran.
Thank you. Thank you so much, and thank you for not making me milk a cow.
She's been watching.
Apparently I'm not doing it right. Thank you.
She heard. Thank you, Fran Drescher. And we love you haven't lost the voice.
Or maybe I am
exactly
doing it right.
the same,
I don't know. I
doesn't
couldn't
she?
work it out.